welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it's been a long time, a little over a month I think since we've had a video. Had a lot of things happen. Had some downtime with the truck. I had it apart last week to fix some oil leaks. I was going to fix the tappet cover, and then had the injection pump off, and went ahead and fixed the vacuum pump leak and the tappet cover, but then realized that I had some oil coming out of the front main seal. So I inspected the harmonic balancer, which unfortunately was bad, but after 450,000 miles, I think it's done pretty good. So I had to order a new one of those, and then went ahead and put a new front main seal and re-gasketed the front cover. So did all that, put it all back together, and we have no leaks. So it's really weird driving a 12 valve with no leaks. It's really awesome. Got to get used to it. Also, while we had it apart, I went ahead and I bumped the timing up 3 degrees. And let me tell you, I should have done this a long time ago. I know I always contemplated it and weighed the pros and cons. Well, the only con is cylinder pressure, but all the pros just totally overwhelm the cons. Well, there she is, loaded up, using the old Elite today. Old Faithful. I just like pulling this one even better than that new one. But anyways, here's the Cat D4G, 6-way blade on it. It's actually pretty clean. They're cleaning out the tank with it. D4 right there. They say it weighs about 19,000 pounds clean, which is probably what it weighs now because it's pretty clean. But that's where I like to pull it. I've been pulling this thing since I was 16 years old. I've been hauling this Dozer. And I put the forks right there. Well, the ripper on the back right there over the back axle, it hauls pretty good just like that. So I'm gonna get it chained down here, and then we'll get on the way and show y'all how it pulls. All right, we're all strapped or chained down and ready to go. Got one on the front here with the blade. Got 4 binders, one on each side of the track. It's the way I always like to move it. It just the most secure way in my opinion. The other ways is, you know, they got the one single hook there on the back, and I don't really like doing it that way. This way I feel like I get a better clamp force on it, and it's just not gonna go anywhere. Anyways, there it is. D4G, about 19,000 pounds. So it's nothing too extreme. I mean, the excavator I haul about the same weight. This one's actually a lot easier to load. But just because it's not so pinpointed on the weight in one spot, this one's kind of spread out everywhere. But for anyone who doesn't know, this is a 2004 F350 with a 5R110 automatic. It's the Ford automatic transmission, and it has a 1998 12 valve Cummins twin turbo in it, and it is a stock fuel. And what I mean by that, it's a stock injection pump minus 3,000 RPM governor springs. It has no fuel plate in it. I have removed the fuel plate, but the AFC is all factory. It has 17 degrees of timing, which is 3 degrees advanced from the 14 it came factory with, and stock injectors. And this will be the first heavy load I have hauled with the advanced timing. And we're gonna see what the EGTs do. But I pulled about a 13 or 14,000 pound skidster with it the other day, and it was just absolutely amazing. But anyways, we're gonna get on the road here and see how it does. All right, we're on the road here. Gonna pull out onto the main road here. And first off, I'm gonna show y'all how it locks the torque converter in first gear. As you can see, we're in first gear right there. RPMs come up. All right, that's locked in first gear. It's gonna shift second. Right about, there we go, second gear. And we're still only at barely touching 800 degrees on the EGTs, which is no big deal just because we're just barely cruising. I mean, there's a stop sign about a half mile up here, so I'm not gonna get too crazy, but we're in third locked right there. You can let all the way off the throttle. It just stays just like you're driving a manual transmission. That's why I absolutely love the way this transmission shifts. But there's all my OBD2 gauges. You know, that boost there is my intermediate boost. This here is my main boost, which is at the manifold, so this is total boost and all. And we're just cruising right along. About to stop the stop sign and then pull up on the big road here. and we'll be on our way. Now, one thing that has changed with the timing is my RPM that the engine likes to run at, where it has its most power, has changed from about 1800 RPM. It has gone to 2100 RPM. So it's a little bit different trying to get used to keeping my RPM there instead of keeping it lower. But the losses I have in the total boost and the total EGT is well worth getting used to the RPM change. But other than that, it just drives so much better. I feel like I've gained probably 50 horsepower of usable horsepower. And that's what I'm all about, is the usable horsepower. I don't really care about max effort because I don't floor this truck everywhere. I just want to tow what I tow and do it efficiently without having to worry about nothing. So, all right, here we go. We're going to get on the road here. Second gear locked. There's gauge, 15 pounds of boost. EGT's 780, not even an 800 yet. And doing 35. Fixing to come through the town of Poolville, so I'm going to stay locked in third gear and cruise on through. The speed limit's 40, so I don't want to go any faster than that. Went ahead and went into fifth gear. That's okay. It'll stay right there and not have to worry about nothing. Now, if I slow down below 40, it'll shift back into third, but we're not going to have to do that because it'll just hold the power and keep on going. Now, my RPMs are right at 1500, so the EGTs climb a little bit, but as soon as I start getting into it and the boost comes up, EGTs will just flatten out. Go, kind of getting out of the town. Poolville Elementary. We're still not even at 900 degrees, just putting along through town. Really mild boost. Like I said, we're still spooling good, even though we're kind of low on the RPM, considering. Here we go, speed limit's bumping up. We go ahead and start giving it some juice. And get on out of town here. 25 pounds of boost, 900 on the EGTs, 41% throttle, and it's just getting it. No issue. Now, this is a road I don't want to drive too fast. 50, 55 is about as fast as I want to go, just because it's still kind of a back road and has lots of hills. But anyways, here we go. We're up to 50 miles an hour. EGT still 900. Pulling a slight hill. 2,000 RPM, 50 miles an hour, fifth gear, trans temps 160, engine temps 176, EGT's 900, boost, staying around 20-25, intermediates bouncing between the interstate. Just takes forever and a day to get from Poolville to the interstate. Lots of stop and go and stop lights, stop signs, up and down hills. Just it's a pain. Anyways, here we go. We're getting on the interstate off of an on-ramp, and this is a pretty steep long grade on this on-ramp. We're doing 55, 2200 RPM. We're at 900 EGTs, 30 pounds of boost, 47% throttle, and just cruising right along. As soon as we crest the hill, I'll give it a little bit more throttle and it'll shift into sixth. No reason to just hammer on it and make it shift going up the hill. That's just hard on parts. I'm doing plenty fast. As soon as we top the hill, back off the throttle a little bit, and there it goes, shifting in the sixth gear, which would be overdrive. And now we're just going to cruise right along. Now we're picking up speed, 65, 950 on the EGTs. Still under 2,000 RPM, so I'm not in the sweet spot yet. There's the Dozer on there. And it's just a dream to drive. It's effortless. I don't have to worry about nothing. I'm weighing in at like 39,000 pounds right now, which is a lot of weight. That's what
brand new trucks are rated for, and I'm doing it effortlessly. Sorry, it's a little bumpy, but I mean, I don't have to worry. I'm just driving right along. You know, I would feel comfortable with, you know, anybody just hauling this much weight. I ain't gonna worry about nothing overheating. It's gonna pull it. We're coming up another hill here. I'm gonna get into it. Look, 900 EGTs. Boost is staying about 35. Intermediate boost is around 11, 12. And it's just pulling. I mean, I'm holding just over 65 mile an hour. And it's not having a hard time. I could lay into it some more if I had to. But there's no use in really just seeing how fast I can get up the hill. And it's just pulling all day long. I'd take this load across country with this truck, not have to worry one bit. And I'm still getting decent fuel mileage. I think I'm actually getting a little better fuel mileage than I have been now that the timing's up. I can just tell by it's not dropping the fuel gauge as much when I'm doing a lot of stop and go traffic. But behind someone slow here and I don't feel like changing lanes. But yeah, I just pulled that hill there. That's about a 1.5 mile long hill at 5%, and it did it no problem. It's just super nice and easy. I mean, this 12 valve is a 450,000 mile 12 valve stock fuel twin turbo, and it just pulls amazing. I mean, it's really awesome. You know, this truck probably wouldn't be the best in the mountains because it doesn't have an exhaust brake. It doesn't have the biggest brakes because it's only a 350. But here in Texas, there's only 1 or 2 big hills that you know, I need the big brakes on and stuff. And you know, I'm smart about it, and I just don't hit them going fast. I just use a speed that I can maintain. You know, in 5th gear, I mean, this truck still downshifts for me because of the Ford automatic, and I just manage it. You know, I'll be smart about what I'm doing. Like I said, we're on flat, a little bit of an upgrade, probably 1 or 2%. And we're just cruising 67 miles an hour, 20 pounds of boost, 850 EGTs, and 40% throttle, 75% load. And it's just cruising right along. 170 engine temp, 157 on the trans temp. There's no issues, just good. I mean, this is better than it was. I thought this truck pulled good before I turned the timing up, but it's night and day difference now. It's really something else. I'm so happy I did it. And now that the boost pressures are lower and the EGTs are lower, the longevity of my turbos is going to be more. I mean, I'm not working them as hard. I'm not working the engine as hard, even though I've got more horsepower. It's just doing it a lot more efficiently. And keep in mind, I'm still on a stock manifold. The intercooler is still the factory Ford intercooler and the factory Ford radiator. You know, nothing fancy. Stock HX35. It's the original 450,000 mile HX35, and I have a HX55 on here that's rebuilt. But I mean, it's basically original HX55 too. Nothing special. No huge compounds, no huge injectors. It just runs and it pulls. I mean, I'm doing 70 on Interstate 20 here with a big old bulldozer and a 40-foot trailer. It's really awesome. All right, guys, we're here at the truck stop here at 281 and 20. Stopped at the Catskills. We're gonna get away and show y'all what this thing weighs. Sit over there parked. So far it's a pretty good trip. As you saw, about 27 miles on the interstate. Ran 70 mile an hour the whole way. Never had a problem. Never slowed down. Maybe 2 or 3 miles an hour. And truck stayed cool. No issue. Nice and relaxing. All right, we got a weight ticket. Walking back to the truck. We got about 10 more miles to go till we're there. It's gonna be completely dark by the time I get there, so won't get any video of it unloading. But just take a look at it. Looks so good. Wish I could get me a new set of wheels and tires, but it is what it is. One thing I want to note is this is a pretty old trailer and it's 40 foot long. I'm gonna show you the sag in it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some pretty good sag in it.
So whenever you're running down the road with that much weight on there, it kind of gets to bouncing sometimes, and it's a little rough, but it's usually not too bad. But all right, let's look at the weight ticket here. So on the steer axle, we got 4,480 pounds, drive 7,600. Trailer axles have 23,020 pounds and a total of 35,180 pounds. Now the trailer is rated for 24,000 on the axles, so we're right there. I could actually move the Dozer back just a little bit and take a little bit of sag out of it, and we'd still be good. Now the 35,000 pound total weight is completely good. I mean, I've weighed 44,000 pounds before with a load of hay, and truck's still good, but I can imagine now it'd pull it even better. But this truck weighs 15,600 pounds empty, truck and trailer. So that makes this Dozer right at about 19,300 or 400 pounds. So I was pretty close. I was a little off on the total weight, but we're still at 35,180 pounds, which is a above average load for just about anybody. Sam, I mean, he's always up there around 40,000, but he's got a bigger truck, and most of his equipment's heavier than this one. But anyways, yeah, the truck's doing good. I mean, we're sitting here idle. Engine temp's 186. Trans temps come back up because the fan's not running. But it done good. So, anyways, we're gonna close out this video here. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. And hope you come back to watch some more. Appreciate it. All right, we made it. Just a little side note, just for all the people who might think that the pyrometer is post-turbo. Just after pulling all that weight, and that many miles, there's the drive pressure. And now I'm gonna show you blow by, make sure that there's no blow by. A little hot. No smoke coming out of it. No pressure. And that just goes to show you that even with this many miles on it, that the truck can still be very reliable and pull good and keep everything cool. And I can tell you what, I did get pretty good fuel mileage. Went about 57 miles, and some of it was through town, and I burned only about 1/8 of a tank, so did pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna close this one out here, give you another shot of the engine bay, and we'll see you next time.